Hello world! Wave Time here, bringing to you, well, a different type of map, really. This is called the Trial Master, and yes, it is supposed to be in creative. This is basically kind of like a Feed the Beast precursor map, basically something that Slowpoke has devised to get a bunch of new, different challenges, which can be possibly added in future Feed the Beast releases. Now, of course, it is going to be a little difficult, and I hope to spend as much time as possible on this, though it will be hard to, well, determine that. And I have this README in front of me right now, physical sheet of paper, so I won't need to do Alt-Tab annoyances. But let's go into this. Basically, there's 5 challenges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not particularly in that order. They're the Lights Alive, the Secret Room, Sorting Systems, Bullseye, and a free build over there. So obviously you see that I am creative and I got everything here. This is quite interesting. Yeah, let's keep it like this to keep it less annoying. Actually, that is probably a bad thing to do. Okay. While I am toying with stupid stuff, let's just get some of the inventory that I will be needing in this thing, because I'll need basically some of the basics that will be useful in the future. So as I said before, there are 5 challenges, and I'm hoping to go through every single one that I can in this. And no, I'm not going to do a bunch of explaining like I normally do in my EEPower episodes, because there's not really much explaining that I, well, can do right now, because this is kind of like a trial. And anyways, let's go onward. So the first one that I'm going to do is the Bullseye. The purpose is, it says right here, your goal is to move the chest with the contents intact to any one of 2 given locations, the bullseyes. You will be told which location once the machine is built, so it must be very adaptive. So what I think I'm going to go with is a modified frame quarry that I am pretty decent at. Now obviously there are going to be some alterations that I will add when I figure out what I need to do, but this is going to be an entirely free build, so I don't have access to my previous builds to give me some sort of edge, so I'm just going to try to make this a little nutty. I think nutty is a very good way to describe this. So what I'm going to do is the basic 5x5 platform that I'm going to do. And if I remember correctly, there was battery boxes here, 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 and here. Solar paneled, but it will not, I don't know. It depends on if this is used in the future, but for now I will put solar panels on this. So let's just panel the rest of this up so that it can be nice and pretty. And for solar panels to fit on all of those, there will need to be 3 frames. Obviously, there's going to need to be some of these panels to connect the solar panels that will be on there. Hooray, hurrah. And then we can put these down. Now, funny thing about the NEI that I'm seeing is that if you shift click, it places it without recharging it. So I'm hoping this will be enough before recharging it. So now with these battery boxes, it kind of shows where each of these is supposed to go. So let's put these frames down. Stop being annoying. I don't know if that's possible for you, frame thing, but I'll try my best. Okay. So the purpose of this is to move that chest right down there while being able to be completely modular. I'm not sure if this will be the best system for this, but I gotta try anyways. Okay. So we got all of these. This frame will go in this direction, and I'll have to turn all of these, so I'll quickly turn them into the appropriate directions how I see fit. And there we go. It looks like everything's nice and cozy. And if I remember correctly, last time we had some frames going down here to have all the necessary components. Anyways, continuing onwards. Now we got all of the simple stuff. Judging by the fact that there's stuff there, battery boxes, etc., we should put frames over here to keep it attached and everything. This should be okay. And let's actually keep it nice daylight. And for some reason that does not like me, so let's just put that. And okay, so nice daylight. If there was any way to keep it daylight, that would be lovely. Though, seeing as this thing does not like me, let's continue onwards as if it just hates me. Okay, let's see. If I remember the last time I made this, it was something similar to this. This will serve for the yellow wire. Good. Down. This goes away. And let's see. Okay, I think this is okay. And I think those are basically the stuff that I'll need. So let's put these frames here. This will serve as the other motors. So I'll need to find ways to get this. So let's see, down. That'll need to face the other direction and go downwards as well. Okay, there we go. I'll need a panel here to keep that blocked off when we go into supernova or stuff like that. I don't know. Anyways. Okay. So got those down, and we're going to need to put wires. Before wires, we're going to need to panel up this bad boy. There's going to have to be other ways to bring this over. If I had my previous design, this would be a lot more simple. But seeing as that is not a possibility, I'll try to keep this as short as possible. So let's put a few panels everywhere so that we know what we're doing. Okay, I put a bunch of panels around the place so that we will have a better understanding of the next step that we'll do. Let's just put a few of each of the wires down so that we have some of the general movements that we will need. I'm not sure which is which, but anyways, let's try to figure that out after we get this done. Okay, so those we'll need to get some jacketed cable. Jacketed bundle will be nice. Let's go with that. Battery boxes we're done with, so jacketed cables. And we will need bundled cables. Let's go with the standard bundle cable. Put bundled cables not everywhere because that will be intrusive at a later date. Yellow cable I think will be there, so let's put this down. Stop making me drop. And something like that. Nah. Had to try. Okay, so that's connected. And if I remember correctly, that was too intrusive, so we had to go with something like this. And we'll need to put a yellow cable, what's its face cable. Let's put the cables back so that we'll know. Wire? Wires! Yay. Wires there, put these down, this down. You know what you're talking about. You don't, however. That's what we did. We had to put it there or something. I'm not sure. This is not very good interview, is it? Okay. Let's try to set this back up to how it's supposed to be so that we are not deranged psychopaths in the future. Okay, get that done. White instead there, and magenta probably there instead. It'll probably work out. Anyways, that. There. There, that's connected. That's not connected, however, though it can be connected just by having a frame here. And that'll be good. We can put our magenta wire back on. Magenta wire back on, thanks. And there. Okay, so I think I got everything connected. It's not the most graceful design that I've ever made, though we don't have everything finished anyways. So let's get this. Basically, we need to bring this contents, the chest itself, also into another location. So what I'm dreaming up on the spot right now is to get some sort of frame that goes down there. And let's put another so that we have it. So a frame that's there, so we'll need a deployer with a bunch of frames. Deployer. Let's get these out of the way. Deployer. Let's put the deployer right here and rotate it. We'll need to put a lot of frames here. Let's just put a bunch of frames. frames, and there we go. Frames in there. That's enough frames, and then we'll need a block breaker right there. Block breaker. There we go. And no, we don't. There. Give me the block breaker. Thank you. Okay. Rotate again, and there we go. So, pretty simple. Really, just have the block breaker there, and we have, not that, we'll need some tubes to bring all of the stuff around, and if I had any bloody space, it would actually work very well. So tubes around here, we can cover these up later. In fact, let's just get that down and put some way. Okay, now the only problem here currently is the fact that we will need to be able to get some sort of redstone signal right there. That's actually pretty simple considering, and it's so simple that, actually no, let's put this here, so that's connected. This here, and we won't really need that, so let's just bring it around so that we don't confuse ourselves at a later date. Making sure it's all connected, and I think that's connected and everything. Okay, so we'll just have to bring the bundled cable down, so we'll need to find a way back to move this up. Oh, we don't have any power at all, so we'll need to get a bunch of batteries. So I'll just fill the battery packs with batteries and then continue on. In a normal situation, I'd like to charge them with solar panels and not the manual effort, and judging by the fact that these are actually... Hang on, I forgot one little important thing, which is this. Hey, we actually got power, and we also need that other cable, so we're going to need the wire, the yellow wire, and we're also going to need the lime wire. LOL, lime wire. Anyways, okay, yellow right here, it's still connected, so let's get that out of the way. We're going to need, let's go with multicolored, it doesn't really matter. Get this out of the way, now we're going to just need a normal non-jacketed. Okay, that's good, and how do we bring this other up? Like this, and like that, and bring it up. Okay, this goes down, pushed by that. I am probably messing something up right now, actually. Oh, that might help. Let's put this back here, so we'll know that that is actually the thing that's getting put. No, that's not it. Okay, let me regroup and... Oh, there. Derp. So that goes there. Gonna need something to bring it up onto it. In fact, if we just have like a lime color here, we can then... Nope, that's not it. Derp. Like this. It might work. Bring over here. Bring over here. Bring here. There. Connected. I'm not sure if everything's connected. That's what the testing will be. Now we're going to need to get some redstone torches. Actually, let's go fancy and go with not gates. Not gates to the rescue. Put one here. We're gonna need these, aren't we? There. And there. I'm not sure if everything moves. Frankly, it's going to be a little messy. So let's try to get everything connected. We're going to need to get wires to connect to those leads as well. So let's go with some more wires. Pink, and then we're going to need to go gray. So let's go pink. Actually, let's go... Gonna need to figure out how to get the wire lead in without being obscure as possible. Okay, technically the rest of it doesn't really matter. We just have to cover these up in a future date so that it doesn't connect needlessly. That will need to stay, so that will stay. Funnily, how that works. Funnily. I'm messing things up again, aren't I? So pink wire right there. We're going to need to have it connected to bundled cables. Though, judging by how everything is set up, let's just put something like that so that it will attach eventually. Okay, so let's just put the other stuff away for now so that we'll know what we're doing later. Let's just put all of the computer stuff. I'll just get the computer stuff and place it down. Okay, no point being obtuse if you don't need to be. Oh, I forgot the back panes and all of that. So, ooh, that's a lot of stuff that I will need. Back pane, and we want some RAM. This is some just in case measures that we will need. So this, obviously, is to support the block. And this is just to load it temporarily because it won't need to be there all the time, this disk drive. So let's get that out of the way, get that back. And hopefully everything's good. If not, we're going to find some problems with it, though normally I'd have a bit more time to troubleshoot and all that when we're actually doing other things. And that was a bit problematic, but well. Okay, let's get the redstone, bring it down, and we're facing the wrong way. Come on, face, there we go. I want to bring that down. And obviously there's some issues with how this is going. There's some stuff that's not connected, obviously, though I might be able to find that if I look very closely or if I ask very nicely, whichever works. Okay, that's not connected. That's obviously the issue. That's not letting it connect. So let's just connect that and worry about the other problems that will arise when we finally get this down. Okay. Get this out of the way, and everything's connected. Okay, so obviously a few issues that we see right now. I think all of the wires are connected. This is a little big and unyieldy considering all the other stuff. So let's just try to bring this up. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we have that there also. So let's get this here. And everything goes up. And we seem to be online. So let's replace the NOT gate that's supposed to be here. And let's replace the yellow wire that will be an issue. Yellow, replace, you're happy, and everything. Okay, get that out of the way. And stop giving me junk. Why are you giving me junk? I don't care about you. Okay, anyways, probably something else. Okay, so there's obviously a few things that we can do easily, and there are a bunch of words that will be simple, but just to show that it works, we should just put some things that will help it in the future. So this frame obviously is not connected to anything, and these wires will need to be connected. So maybe there's a more simple rather, way to do this that I am not seeing right away. I'm trying to get this cable to connect without going in outside of the obvious zone of non-connection. Hey, wait, this will need to be connected as well. There. Okay, bye-bye. Stop giving me junk. Okay, let's look. Okay, the obvious thing that we can do is just bring a jacketed cable over and connect this with this, and everything will be connected. It's not the prettiest thing, I have to admit, but well, it's not like everything needs to be pretty. So what's basically this should be is when it lowers, it'll go down onto this chest. Basically, this won't be here, and let's just program some simple words into it. Let's do the plus y and the minus y, and make this pretty simple. Okay, I'll just do some simple words into this, and hoping it works. Plus y, we'll just have to check the wires. Okay, 517, those don't help. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Yellow is 16. Yellow is the plus y. So plus y, this will be a simple one. We don't really need, we could do that, but yeah, let's not add a coordinate system currently. We can add that in the future if it's needed. So plus y will be a simple command of, let's see. I am thinking of something, and it is a 16, right? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, 16 IOX set, 4 ticks, 16 IOX reset, and let's wait 20 ticks. And do one of these little things. So let's type plus y. and everything's raising, everything's working, everything's nice and jolly and happy. So let's do -y, and it'll be 32 IOX set for ticks, 32 IOX reset, 20 ticks, and wait. Now that that's done, we can look at the other two wires that we have. So this was 32, so pink is 64. 64 will be break, so let's put break as 64. Break, 64 IOX set, 4 ticks, 64 IOX reset. And let's have grab. Okay, grab as 128 IOX set, 4 ticks, 128 IOX reset. So let's see, we'll need to go down 1, 2, 3, so -y 3 times, -y, -y, -y. So let's wait for all of the commands to sink in and for it to go. Good. So let's have grab. That should place down the frame. Good. And then we can go +y, +y. And let's just do break +y to leave it in its dust. See? And it works perfectly. And the frames are used up again. Now I can add a coordinate system in the future, though this seems all perfectly functional and reasonable. So we can leave this, it works, we can put solar panels. In fact, let's just put some solar panels on it to just show that it works with them and it's not a complete annoyance when we put them. Okay, place, 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 place. Now, this can work with other forms of energy, though I don't think it will be very wise to do so. So let's just go down. No, let's just go up. +y. It works with them. Hooray, hurrah. Let's just move onwards to another challenge. Okay, the next challenge we'll try to tackle is the secret room. From what it says is the only restriction here is from the platform up there. There must be no visible sign of an entrance apart from a button or lever. That seems relatively easy, so let's try to make this as simple as possible. Okay, I'm thinking of something a little intricate, though it's not going to be too difficult. So let's place a simple platform. I think it can be easily increased in size later, though currently we are not focusing on that. So simple platform. Now let's see. I am thinking of something a little catastrophic right now, and it's going to be very fun. Okay, so what I'm thinking of is basically it doesn't really say whether it needs to go up and down, so I'm just going to focus on just the down thing. Let's put a simple platform so that we'll know what to work with when we are working. Okay, now there are a few things that seem simple. I think what I'm going to do is kind of a counter and timer design with some frame motors and, well, above all, frames. So putting a bunch of frames like this, and you'll see what I'm doing in a second, though I'm just going to break these quickly so that I'll have just that. That doesn't really need to be there. That doesn't really need to be there. So let's see. Okay, the sequence for this is that it'll break, move down, break, move down, break, move down. So it'll need to do that a few times. So I'll need a block breaker, if I can actually type it correctly. Block breaker. Block breaker will go right here. And then there'll need to be a move down function. Now, move down will be simple enough, I think. Actually, we can put the block breaker down here, though that might be cheating a bit. It doesn't really need to go anywhere, so let's just have it pooping out of the bottom. And if we need to worry about it later, we'll place frames later. Let's see. Frame motor deployer, I mean. You know, I'm kind of confused right now, so just shut up. Okay. So simple thing will be that it'll break, then move down, break, then move down. We can put a repeater in between these, so it's not necessary. Okay, we'll need a timer, and just to demonstrate it, it'll just be away from it, though it doesn't necessarily need to do anything. Okay, we got a timer, and we got a counter. This doesn't need to be here. Timer will need to be connected to the counter in a way that will allow it to, well, connect. Okay, so upon connection, basically the timer will go a number of times until the counter is satisfied. So it's satisfied right now, it's not doing anything. We'll need some redstone wire, so red wires to go. It'll need to break, then move down, so there will need to be some way to break it, then move downwards. So let's just put this down. That'll be break, and there will need to be a repeater for the move down. Okay, repeater, I think we will need just a simple redstone repeater. So let's put that down. Okay, there we go. Redstone repeater. Redstone wire. And there. So let's put a battery pack to let the thing charge. Let's just... This thing is not capitulating. Okay, battery pack. We'll need to put batteries in here. And let's just leave that to rot. Okay. That doesn't need to worry much. It can be invisible in the future if need be. Though let's have it so that there is a time. Let's see. Break, move down, 3, 4, break, move down, break, move down, break, move down. 7. So this needs to have a max of 7. It'll increment by 7 and decrement by 1 so that... Okay, we need to add another piece of circuitry onto this, so let's move this. Wait. Okay, so it stops there, and it'll need to be decremented like that. So if we have some sort of lever, and just cut that off temporarily. In fact, that just needs to be there. Okay. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's good. So let's put this down to a second each. Oops, that could have gone better. And we'll just put this all as invisible stuff going for a button. Let's have a jacketed. Dirt. Yep, that's what I'm thinking about. Dirt. Derp, dirt. Derp, it's dirt. Okay, let's bring this up, and it needs to be invisible. So let's put it as an invisible thing. And so lever will go on right there. It'll go on here, and let's have the lever. Yet again, another derp. Okay, lever. Here we go. Okay, I think everything's connected. Let's test this out, see if it's working. If it's not, oops, that seems to have eaten it. Okay. Let's put a chest. No, we don't need a chest. Okay, that's all and good. We can put covers on that to have it nice and dandy. Let's see, frames. Out of the way. Frame 1 there. Okay, let's go and see how this works. Okay, too fast to pace. Oh, that's a bit of a pickle. That's an issue. Okay, issue in the fact that I am a niblet. Okay, though you guys probably knew that already. Okay, so let's get that away. We could move it down, though that won't be necessary. We're going to need another repeater, though. So let's get that repeater down. And I think it goes that way. So let's increase it by 2, 3. Yeah, let's just put it 2. So, break, move down, break, move down, break, move down. Okay, there's an issue in the fact that I am a total noob, though that is already determined. Let's put the block breaker right here. And we're gonna have to put, yeah, block breaker there. Sigh. If I wasn't such a noob, I'd be done by now. Okay, that's good. So, break, move down. It will still be break, move down. I just had a bit of an issue. Okay, let's attempt to do this one more time, see if it works. If not, we'll have to try something else. Okay, 1. Okay, if we're on this, we're going like down. 4. 5. Okay, it works. There's just some issues in the fact that it's being a nib with the timer. Let's go again, and it'll continue its cycle, and it'll just go like that. For some reason it's not moving down all the time. Obviously the timer needs a bit of work, but hey, oh, that's the issue. Derp. So let's try once more. We just need to modify the amount so it's not moving. There's obviously the torches are an issue in the fact that it doesn't like torches. It's a noob, and I'm not the noob. Up. Pfft. I'm not the noob, eh? Well, Way, how do you explain that? Okay, it's good. So it broke, everything's working, it's where it is. We can fancy it just by putting like blocks there, and it can just stay up there. Though we're down, we can go in, and it is working exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. I crack myself up sometimes. Okay, I'll just neaten up my inventory and then see what the next challenge will be. Okay, lights alive. This is, basically it says the aim here is to replicate the lighting system for the current Feed the Beats map. Check the video for the sequence. I don't really have a video. I might check if there's something in my folder. The walls may be replaced with covers if required, and you may not use red power to computers or wireless redstone. You may break one block in the floor or wire to provide an input. Now let's see. I'm not sure what it is that I am supposed to do, so I'll just check if there's a video in files. If not, I'm guessing it's just wiring up the lights, though that doesn't make sense at all. Be right back. Okay, I have no clue what to do there yet, so what I'm just going to do is go over here and see what we have here. Okay, sorting systems. Sorting system is just like the Feed the Beast monument. You need to build a reward system with an input and output. The reward given out must be based on the items inputted, and do not just copy our systems. Okay, seeing as I don't know what their systems are. Okay, so basically have to have a way to measure 64 cakes in a ruby block, 16 iron, 16 blocks of iron, an empty chest, and an empty chest. Okay, that doesn't really tell me anything, and an enchantment table and a sapphire block. Okay, so this one I think is going to be simple enough, though I will probably eat my words. Okay, so first thing we're going to need to do is get a filter, and I'm just going to build a bit above it. So let's put some stone. We'll need a bunch of stone just so that we can build at a higher platform level that we will know about. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is just have a simple thing where you drop down. And did you know that the filter is actually slightly smaller than the stone? See, you can actually see it. It's like slightly, no, that's just my interpretation. Anyways, you can't really just step into it. I am going a little off track. So we're gonna need some tubes. That'll be a simple thing that we will need, and it will be pretty simple in the fact that I won't really know what we're doing. So basically what we're gonna need to do is have some sort of system with like red power equipment, which I'm gonna have to find, but I want to be able to tell what items are in it. So we're gonna need not a relay, but not an assembler. I know it's in here somewhere, but is it the relay? You know, I haven't really ever used these devices at all, so it's going to be a little difficult. Okay, let's see. A screwdriver would actually help immensely. So let's get our screwdriver and see what these, how these relays will affect us in the future. So let's try see what we have right now. We're going to need like 16 iron and 16 blocks. So iron. So 16 of these. In fact, I can think of an easier way to do it, just like that and that and that. Okay, let's see. By putting 16 iron in here, it's ejected. Okay, that's not how those worked, obviously. Okay. Let's look at the red power stuff and see what we can do. Ah, the regulator. The regulator is the thing I was thinking about, though I was too nib to even think that was it. Okay. Regulator, we're going to need to get 16 of these. I think these are the inventory. No, that's the buffer inventory. Anyways, it's going to need to eject a redstone signal to go when it's used. So we're going to have some sort of way to use the redstone signal. In fact, I think we should... The most efficient way to increase what's there is to have this all going in some sort of line. So it needs to all go up and up and up, and then, let's see, up like that, and say we have 4 regulators all around it. So regulators, I believe they output a redstone signal when it goes into the appropriate chest, and it will need to fill a chest when it goes through. So we're going to need to get chests just for fun. Let's just put them all down. We can probably use tubes in the future, though this is what we're going to use right now since that's, well, what we're doing. Okay, get that all pointed towards the central tube system, and how this would be used in the future is the fact that, well, it kind of needs a certain amount. Anyways, let's just go with this. I have to experience with these a bit. So let's just get a bit more iron, see what we need. So iron, iron. We'll need a bit more of that so that we will have what we need. Okay. So, okay, the stuff that's not used will obviously go in there. So obviously, we're going to need to have other stuff here in the meantime. So let's just get rid of these regulators for now. So, for instance, when you place this in, you can probably use accelerators in the future, though this will be a nice slow process. And there's not a valid destination, so we're going to have to put a chest, or we can have something like some sort of other filter at the end of it going next to a lake of fire or something like that. Anyways, so I believe it'll emit a redstone signal when we have the required stuff. So let's turn creative mode off temporarily and get 16 of these, put them in. 16 iron, they go nice, and that really hurt. So 16 iron will go in here. Nope, it does not. Okay, obviously I do not know how this thing works to use, so let's just brush up a little on my knowledge. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Yes, okay, I got it. I'm still hurting, but basically these are the items that I will need to put in. And this is the temporary inventory, and then it'll be pushed into that other buffer. So let's put creative mode on temporarily again, take it off so we can drop the blasted items. Put these down, and it should either be a redstone signal or it's going to be a constant redstone. Okay, let's see. Okay, redstone signal. So it's either one here or another. So we need to have some sort of way that'll block it from continuing. We could put, anyways, okay, so now that we know how to get the regulators to output their garbage, we are going to need to put some other stuff around it. So basically, we're going to need to get those out of the way because those will be, if it's a completely modular system, we'll need to put other stuff. So going to need to have red cables and stuff to... Let's try to talk this through correctly. We're going to need to have a reward system. It wants a reward system. So when this goes, it's going to need to have some sort of way to pull stuff out of a chest vault area to act as a reward. I'm thinking that, well, it can be modular, and let's just think clearly and continue. We're going to need some frames, not frames. Let's go with covers, because those are nice and dandy all the time. So covers here, and we'll have some wires go out. These can be used with wireless redstone stuff, so let's use a transmitter rather, and we're going to need to have a receiver. Oops. Receiver. Okay, so this is going to transmit when it's full. That'll be good. Not when it's full, but basically when it's gone, and we're going to need to add 10, or let's have this as number 10, or put it on the signal of 110. That'll be good. And then we're going to need to have another equally crazy system like this, so that it's basically all of the items from chests will go here. I'm thinking more like a line of stuff, so that it'll be much more easily manageable. Okay, we're going to want to have filters to pull stuff out with. Let's get that out of the way because we won't need it. Oh, we already have filters. Okay, filters will pull stuff out. And let's see. And a chest. And there's chests all along, and obviously it's going to need to be a special chest, so let's go with an alchemical chest, because, you know, it's fun. Filters like that, and that. Okay, so let's go with some of these so that it covers on top of. That will be a non-exit, and let's have it. So we're going to need to have an obvious gate system, so it will need to have some sort of logic gates. So these will be the logic gates that will need to be used. So we'll need a counter, which is obvious. So counter, in fact this won't be needed because of how the transceivers work. Anyways, it'd be nice if we were able to get the stuff on demand. Okay, counter. So it's going to need to continually count and count and count and count a bunch of times when it gets moved once. Okay. And we'll have a timer. In fact, this isn't the most modular system, is it? Could have 2 spaces per, and that would work, though that's not really a good long line of logic gates. Okay, let's think of some logic since I'm not the best at it. I'm not the best at logic. Tell me something. I'm thinking that a simple RS gate will be used. So let's get some of the useless stuff out. So we'll need RS gates, because basically it's going to need to function as some sort of toggle. And not like that. Let's go with this. So it's going to be on first. So that will... Okay, it'll be on. And on. Let's see. This will need to be... Okay. It's on. It'll need to then turn off with the input of one of these receivers. And once it turns on, it'll be good and everything. Well, that turns off and everything will be good. But it needs to go on only a certain number of times. So let's turn this off for a second. Get the counter done. And let's have it so that... basically, it'll turn on back again when it'll... Wait a second. Ah, yes, that might be a way. It's not the most efficient way, I know that, but it is a way. Haha, a way. Haha. Anyways, okay, we're going to need to have red wire on there. So we're going to get rid of this stuff and this stuff temporarily, and we will need to have some redstone wires. We'll also need to have covers, etc., etc., but who cares about those? Okay. So we'll have a certain number of reward items in a chest, that much we know. And let's go with a bit of a use system in the fact that this will need a timer. Rhymer. I'm not a rhymer. In fact, that's the wrong way to spell it, but whatever. Okay. Wrong item. Timer there. Let's just not worry about it, the fact that it's ticking right now, and go with this. This will need to turn off after a certain number, but let's go with that. So then the next step is going to put how many times it will increment by. So let's go with 5, and the max count is 5, and it'll decrement. No, that won't work. Okay, I'm not the best. It won't be the best system in the world, though it will be a fact that I am trying as hard as I can. Okay, let's get rid of that in a second and just cover that up so that we'll know what we're doing. So basically what you'll want to do is have this little logic gate here. This will be the transceiver set to the same frequency as this, and we'll need to turn this over twice, and it'll need to go like that. Okay, let's put this to 5. Max count 5. And it'll basically need to turn off, so we're going to need a NOT gate. NOT gate we'll need. So put this away. NOT gate. And here. So we're going to need to put this back on here. And put this here again, etc., etc., etc. I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world. Shut up. Okay. So this will need to go and increment it. So whenever this goes, it'll be nice and dandy. So when this activates, it'll activate this. This will turn off permanently, allowing a increase of 5. Oops, I kind of killed it. And this stuff will go into a reward chest. Actually, not a reward chest, but let's go with tubes. Rubes. What the heck is a rube? Tube. Tube. Give me a tube. Tubes will go up, and it will be a reward system in the fact that it will go up and up. This is not the prettiest thing in the world, so shut up. Up, up, and away. Filter right here. Filter will go down. Let's just put one there. No, let's just not put one there and put one there. Okay, and everything seems to be good. Let's put a reward system of the fact that you're going to get a stack of tubes, going to get a wireless receiver, which is going to suck for some reason, 32 counters, and we're going to give you more iron because that is what you're going to be needing at this point. Okay, so let's turn this cheat off, hoping that this works. Let's put 16 of these in. It should slowly, magnificently go. Hoping goes through. Good. So can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And it doesn't see a valid destination for some reason, so let's get this out of the way. Put this back on creative. For some reason it doesn't see it as a valid destination, which is an odd thing seeing as that is a not valid destination. Happy. So let's do that again. Okay, we put the items in. The items travel through, go through, and there's an issue with this in the fact that it's not reset. Why am I always unlucky with this? Once more from the top. Items go through. Why am I always messing things up? Yep, sorry for the idiocy. It happens a lot of the time. I am just not very comfortable with it, so shut up. Okay. Dang it. Okay, that should go in. It's received it. It'll count 5 times, sending all of the items in its steamy glory going way, way, way up there, and then it will be a nice little amount that will plop down on top of your very existence. So 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets, and 5 sets. Okay, so everything works. Modular in the fact that it can be repeated and going onwards, though it seems like it's not the most compact design. It can be repeated, though I honestly do not recommend using this in any sort of map whatsoever. Maybe one that I create, but yeah, don't give me logic gates. I kind of suck at them. Okay, on to the next challenge. Let's try to beat this. Okay, I'm still a little sketchy on the details. I tried to look up and ask people, but nobody was helping me. No one was there, which kind of sucks anyway. So basically, as I said before, it's to replicate the lighting system for the current Feed the Beast map. I could always check it, but it says there's a check video for the sequence. Oh! So go beep, 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 beep. Then turn off and you drop. Okay, that's simple enough. So I need to have a button, which is simple. And I cannot believe I was not thinking clearly when I was talking about that. Okay, so button, and all this will need to go. Wait. Now, am I doing this from the inside or the outside? I am not sure. Okay. This will be a little difficult in the fact that I am not sure what I'll need to do. We can go with a timer. Timer won't be what we're looking for. Though we could go with, okay, we can use all this space. I'll just assume we can use all of this space. We're going to need to have a bunch of repeaters. That'll be a simple thing in the fact that I already have them. Though that doesn't look like it will be what is required at all. It doesn't say... Okay, we're not allowed to use red power to computers or wireless redstones, and I may place 1 block in the floor or wall to provide an input wire. 1 block may not be enough, though we'll see how that goes. We can use the ceiling, though that won't really help us in the future. Okay, I'm going to check the Feed the Beast map to see what the heck it does. Okay, it seems simple enough. It's basically turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then they all turn off. So what I'm thinking it's going to be like is kind of stepped repeaters. So it needs to be stepped so that there's 3 going. Oh no, that's kind of annoying. So if I had like a bit more room, it'd be perfect. In fact, I could use this. So we're going to need to have an input. But that's going to be annoying. So we're going to have like, let's see, put these down so that we'll continue. Turn down, 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 down. Okay. So we need to step, so it'll go like that. So I'll feed all of them. This will have the least amount. It's going to need to take some experimentation, I can tell you right now. Okay, get away. Okay, if I had like 1 extra bit, it would be perfect. It'd be so perfect, it'd be perfectness. Perfectness. It's like, okay. Okay. I need basically 2 sets of repeaters and it would work. So the trick is to have them turn off at the same time, which is something that I'm not familiar with. Okay, I'm gonna change my frap settings because currently it's at 60 and it seems to be segregating in the middle of it, if you see that right now. Hoping I didn't screw anything up. Yes, I did. One moment again. Much better. Okay, so if I had the ability to put two sets of repeaters next to each other, maybe that might work. Basically, you need to have repeaters going together, going down. So if I had a bit more room, it'd be perfect. And obviously, it's meant to not give me more room. So I'm gonna have to improvise. And I don't like improvising in this sense. Nope, not gonna work. Okay, let's go again and try to think of another solution. I need to have a bit more room. If I had this pushed out once more, it would be perfect. Since that's not gonna happen, I'm gonna have to think of another way to do it. Maybe I could just skip this challenge or something. That would not be what I am looking for, though. That could work. Nah. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Let's think. Okay, I remember the fact that I am allowed to basically have this like that instead. So I'm just gonna... What I mean is I'm allowed to put covers here instead of allowing it to be stupid and annoy me to death. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put covers and hope that it doesn't annoy me to death. So I'll just have to say that these are the right covers because I am lazy. In fact, let's just get the right covers because I don't want to be that lazy troll that doesn't attempt to do everything because that is just lazy. Funny how that works out, eh? So let's put some of these down, and let's just go with that. And throw these into oblivion. Blarg. How'd you get there? And I don't even want to know how you got there. Okay, we're gonna also need to get some jacketed. Jacket. Cover these up for fun. And heck, let's just put those there for added laughs and laughter. Okay, so I need to segregate it in a sense that all of this goes like this. And let's put more there. And all of this wire will go up there and all connect to there. It'll be a nice fancy one later. So let's put... All of them need to have the same delay. So after 5 seconds, it'll need to go off. I'm not sure what 5 seconds in this sense is. So let's put like that. Let's try to think clearly. I know that's a little difficult. Let's just reset these. Oops, that was already set. I'm not sure what the tick delay is, so let's just go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be, let's see, that's 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, let's just test this and see if we get anything at all that resembles what we need. Buttons! That is not anything of what we need whatsoever, is it? Wait. Do the lights go on when it's... No, that's not it. Okay, thinking time. This is not what we need. We need something a bit better than this, and obviously it... You know, why don't we use counters? Counters could be what we're looking for. Counters would actually be a bit smart. So we should get some counters done. We won't need this, so let's get that. So this counter needs to activate. And it'll need to go up. So turn some RS latches. And it'll need to turn all the RS latches on. I have no idea what I am looking at. There's too many repeaters. Okay, RS latch. This is kind of just go as I please thing. I have no clue what I'm doing, so... There. Okay. So it needs to turn on and reset. Is there any way to reset this? No. There needs to be a bit more room to be able to reset something like that. So I need this to go on. And when it goes on, it needs to increment by, 5 times it'll need to go. So increment by 5 and decrement, there'll need to be a timer. Okay, I need to get rid of a lot of this junk because it is not helping whatsoever. So timer here, this will need to be shifted. And let's see, let's shift that. There we go. Huh. It does not like me whatsoever, does it? Okay, let's play this hard way. Okay, and let's just get that out of the way. And I think that works. Okay, so basically, tick once. When it counts up, it'll count 5 times. Nope, I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, let's try to think of it another way. Am I thinking what I think I'm thinking? I probably am. Okay, let's get something out of the way. I need counters, counters, counters. I probably threw away the counters. Okay. Counter. There. Okay. Counters. Let's put just blocks here, just for fun. Counter. I need a way to go it. So this lights up, and oh, that's a problem. The fact that it lights up too is an issue. Why are you like that? That's just unfair. You know that? Just unfair. Okay, that's better. So counter there. Counter, 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 counter. So needs a way to count up. I'm just kind of getting random things right now, and I have no way to stagger it. So basically I need a way to count all the way. Let's get rid of these. So what I'm thinking right now is some way to put counters all over on top of it. Stop doing that. Counters need to go on, and there needs to be, this counter is the main counter. It'll count 6 times, then there'll need to be a way to reset it. Not sure about the resetting, though that could be another thing later. I am going brain dead. Okay, I'm thinking of something entirely different. We're going to need to have bundled cables, so we're going to need to get bundles. More like fundles. Haha, fudge. So fundles down. Gonna need to have basically the bundles go like that. Maybe, no, I'm not sure. Okay. So let's have something simple. We're gonna have the off wire as a white cable. So white will be the off. And we'll need another timer here. Turn around. White going off. That'll actually be simpler. This will be a 4. Okay, and we're going to need one more place for them. Okay, so bundle cables. Bundle cable. And these will be different wires. Okay, got 4. Need a 5th one just for show or something. 5th going around, and this will be a 5. Okay, I am kind of pulling stuff out of my rear right now, or derriere, but we're going to need to get rid of this and put covers on it later. And these will go up and connect to every single one of them. Let's just put that there and cable this off. Fudgicles. Get that done. Get this done. This done, this done. Okay. White cable is the one where it's the initial pulse. In fact, yeah, these are going to need to be like that also. I don't know why, but I'll just go with it. And if I had extra room, it'd be nice, but I don't, so let's just try to go with that. Gonna need to put one of these here. And white cable will go here. And we'll also need a white cable to go up here and like that. Okay. Turn around. And the output will need to be another wire to go up here and there. Okay, so you're probably wondering what the hell you are doing. That's okay. I kind of am a little lost for words also. So let's try to walk through what we are doing right now while just getting these out of the way for now. We'll need some more wires, so let's just get some wires to connect things. Okay, so basically this is going to be somewhat of a convoluted setup in the fact that this is counts 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we're going to need to go for some way to reset them, which is the white wire. So no. I am losing control. Okay. White wire. So the white wire is going to be the initial one. This is not going to be a good one. Turn around. Nope. Just going to need to turn these all to negatives. Okay, so basically when some sort of timer counts, it'll count, increment each one of them. This will turn on first. And it will have its special wire being an orange one. So orange one. We'll have a magenta here. Light blue here. Doesn't matter what the other one is, but we have a yellow here. And this yellow will go back in, and this yellow will correspond to the yellow that will be found on this. Though we don't have any way currently to get the bundle cable up, but we can probably just use jacketed cables since this doesn't need to really move. Okay, jacketed bundle cable, this is very convoluted at this moment, but I don't currently care. And go up, hoping doesn't connect or anything like that. Anyways, we're probably going to need to remove this also. So jacketed cable going on top of a wall like this. This is probably not in my job description, but whatever. Let's go like that. If I had a bit more room, it'd be perfect, though this is probably what the challenge is also based on the fact that you do not have much room whatsoever. So suck it up, Buttercup. Okay. So this will go like this. And then we'll need to, wait, don't even need to have these. So let's just try to focus on what we're doing and try to get it as compact as possible because that's the main objective. We just need to get the wire so that it'll connect and we won't have to worry about anything. Okay, orange wire will be the first one, so we need an orange. So orange wire, stop interfering. Orange wire will be on here. This will need to count, in fact, so let's put an orange wire here. Let's put all the wires as the needed lights. Okay, if I'm lucky, I might just be able to get this. So if I put this here, obviously it won't be able to go in easily, but that's not the issue. We'll need to put that here, one there, there, and let's put jacketed cables as each and every single one of them. Then put jacketed cables up and over and there. I think this currently works, and if not, it'll be very difficult to get back in, but whatever. Okay, so the white wire is the issue in the fact that it can't reset. So increase, 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 increase. I turned that to the 4 and that as the 5, so let's put another test rig. Okay, let's see, am I getting this correct? Probably am not. Okay, I need to get this correct. So white one is going to be the turn off. So this one is probably just being needlessly annoying. The fact that I can't get everywhere that I need, so let's just change the turn off to black so that I won't confuse myself needlessly. And bundled cables around and up and around like that. Okay, so the white will be the ticking, continually ticking one, and the black one will be the turn off one. So we're going to need to add another circuit to be able to count, tell when to stop, and all that. So it'll need to increment to 5, 6 actually. Let's increment it to 6, and then it'll all decrement at the black. So go like that, and this will be the turn on signal as well. The turn off will be black. Hoping this works. No, black won't be it. Huh. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Let's see how this goes first. Okay, obviously we need to increment this to an incrementation of 6 as well. Okay, orange is an issue in the fact that it's not on. Okay, let's continue the circuit, see if it does anything. 1, 2, 3. Okay, all the other ones are on, but for some reason the circuitry is not being kind to them. That's the issue. We need to have fudge. Okay, that's gonna be there, that's gonna be there, that's gonna be there instead, and the white will need to find another place to go. White, 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 and let's bring this part way over here and go over there. I think everything's good, so let's turn the black one on for fun. Get that rid of. You know, this is probably needlessly complicated. Okay, turn off all of them. Okay, one's down. Okay, change this a bit. Okay, I think I have it. All of them are on. Press it. It'll tick once, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you'll drop and it'll all be ready. So let's turn this once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trapdoor opens and you're dead. Okay, so the one that opens the trapdoor is obviously going to be the last one, and it's that wire over there. We can just connect it to an external one, or just have it connected to a colored wire, and everything will be connected, and it'll be ready for the next drop. Okay, I think I had enough time with that, so let's go over with the free play. Okay, now we're in a free build section. Honestly, I have no clue what I'm going to make, so I'm going to try to make it something a little economical. Okay, some things have been done before, but I think I'm going to try to combine red power, equivalent exchange, and industrial craft all in one go. So first I'm gonna make a generator, get a generator, not make it, and put it down, and I'm going to get some sort of energy source. Not energy source, but let's just get a whole lot of coal. Charcoal, let's go with charcoal, and we should go with a few of the goodies. Now, not really sure what I'm gonna do, but let's just make it up as we go along. So let's put an MFSU here. I'm not gonna try to make this very compact. In fact, that's not the main objective. This will get EMC very slowly, but whatever. Okay, we want to get a lever quickly and turn this off, if that's any way, and then get a macerator. Macerator. Nope. I'm gonna have to turn this off first, because macerators do not like that amount of energy. And then I'm going to get some sort of upgrades. Let's see, overclockers will be one of them. Also, I will want to get transformer upgrades. Okay, there. And there. You shalt now get power. Okay, you got power. I think that's too many. And there we go. Okay, so macerators. We got macerators, we got power source. Now we need to have some sort of function to be able to use this. What I'm going to make is to try to make an EMC generator. It's not going to be the most efficient, of course, but it's going to be a start. So we're going to need some, not alchemical chests, but we're going to need some condensers. Condensers will be kind of needed, and we'll try to figure out some way to grind up a bunch of blaze rods and grind up a bunch of blaze rods in here. So we'll need blaze rods, a good amount to start with. And as you see, when one goes and macerates, is it the macerator that goes through here? I think so. Does this even have enough energy? Probably not. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, obviously there is an amount that can go. Okay, obviously not enough. Okay. We're going to need a lot more energy to be able to make this, and that's why I guess we're going to have a better generator than this, but this is pretty much just a proof of concept thing. Nothing more, so let's see. Basically, we'll need a tube network that will bring everything over here. In fact, I think blaze powder can be used as a fuel source, but that's not what we're going for. Let's take a we'll need a few filters as well, and we're going to need to get a lever. Not a lever, screwdriver. Screwdriver, that works. Okay, screwdriver. So, get that. This will take blaze powders 5 at a time. 5 at a time. And we'll bring all of it over here. Now, obviously, you'll want to fill this first and get as many blaze rods as it can. All the excess will go somewhere else. And these will pull all of the blaze rods out. And we'll need a cover. So covers. And like that. Oops, there. Okay. Still generating, still going slowly, however. There's probably some other way to generate that I could know of, but I am a little not worried about that at the moment. Okay, get that, and okay. So bring another tube going here. And let's make this a redstone tube, shall we? So redstone tube. And there. Okay. And I got this the wrong way. Okay, basically what's going to happen is this will continually get supplied with some blaze rods. Then, when it gets macerated, it'll go back out and go in here. All the excess will, however, go in here, so we'll need a multiplexer to be able to get all of that. So let's get a multiplexer. Not a multiplexer, it's probably some sort of other redstone logic. Basically the one that emits 4. Sequencer. Sequencer is what we're looking for. So get a sequencer. Put down. We're going to need some red wires, but that's okay. In fact, we only need that. So pull and push, and we could probably just go this at very quickly. And redstone wires is what we'll need now to go. So basically all of this stuff, let's try to fill this up with as much useless junk as we can so that we can get the rest of this. Actually, let's just put these in. And anyways, let's try to fill the rest. And this we can put as a diamond ore, shall we? Block, whatever. And let's try to get this as many as possible. Okay, there we go. And finally put these on like so. So it'll pull the blaze rods. And we only want one at a time. These are going into the wrong part of the machine. So let's take that off for a second, get this working. This needs to go onto the top of it, not on there. So if we put it on top, that should be good. Eventually it should take all of them. Macerated, good. And there, let's make this go a little faster. Macerate as many as you can. Good. So now it will be generating EMC as many as it can. Now when it can't fill any more because of, awesomeness, it will then be over. But this obviously is losing a lot of its energy, and it'll need a lot more generators than just that. We could route some of the excess of this into the generators because I believe that blaze powder can go in. Okay, let's see. It should then pull it not into there, but it'll go into there and start generating diamonds. And it looks like that this is a pretty decent setup. The only thing that will need to happen is stuff will need to go into here instead. So we'll need to put, let's put this here. And instead of that, we'll just have it going with that. So let's put some restriction tubes. Restriction tube going here, so it's the absolute last resort because these can actually help power the generator. In fact, it could power multiple generators. It doesn't necessarily, I guess there needs to be more. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Well, it looks like we pretty much got everything that we need. There could be some minor adjustments to this system, like for instance we could use a nuclear reactor to get all the stuff that will be needed, or even Thaumcraft generators, though I don't think Thaumcraft generators will be possible considering that there's no Thaumcraft for the, anyways. Could also take some of the overclocker upgrades, but that's not as fun, Anyways, that's all the time we have for this episode. I have no idea what to call this. Yeah, I know, it's a fun name for an episode. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All of that fun stuff. Yeah. Wave Time here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.